Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to part 1 of your reading lesson for today. Mrs. Taima here, and I'm so excited to go over part 1 with you today. In part 1 with Miss Spears, you are going to be talking about what you think the important message is in the book or the story Cinderella. There can be more than one important message, but Miss Spears is going to talk to you about the one that she came up with. But you can come up with whatever important message you think goes along with the story Cinderella. After you watch the video with Miss Spears, you're going to write down what you think the important message is using this sentence stem right here. It says, the important message from Cinderella is, and you're going to either write that sentence in your notebook and insert a picture of your sentence here on this slide. Or you can type directly into the slide. So if you thought the important message was that everyone should be treated equally, then you could just type that right in there. Do the little trick I showed you yesterday where you delete these extra lines to get it back all in one line. Now, I hope that you come up with your own important message. That is the goal. Or you can use the one that Miss Spears gives you. But it's important that you insert the picture or you type directly into your slide, okay? And I'll see you back shortly for part 2.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Wit and Wisdom in Sync. My name is Tanisha Spears, and I'm so excited to jump into our lesson. But before we do, let's make sure you have your materials ready. For this lesson, you will need a copy of the Cinderella text adapted by Marsha Brown, if you have it. You'll need handout 6A, which is the opinion sandwich chart, your Wit and Wisdom in Sync journal, and a pencil. Pause the video now if you need to gather your materials. In previous work, you had an opportunity to think about the importance of evidence when forming an opinion statement. You also had a chance to look more closely at the characters of Cinderella and Cinderella's fairy godmother. Today, you will be thinking about the important message in the Cinderella text. You'll also be thinking about the importance of the structure of an opinion paragraph. Now, I want you to think about this question. What do we call the big idea that we can learn from a story? I'm sure you said it. We call it the important message. And the important message is a lesson that readers learn from a story. So today, the question that will frame our learning is, what is the important message in this text? So today we'll be discussing the important message or lesson in Cinderella adapted by Marsha Brown. Listen as I review Cinderella's traits that we identified. Hardworking, kind, forgiving. Now, if you had to come up with one word to describe what kind of person Cinderella is, what would it be? Think. What kind of person is hardworking, kind, and forgiving? Share your thinking with your learning partner or just share aloud. Now, I know that there are many words that you could have chosen, but I chose the word good. I want you to give a thumbs up if you agree that the evidence shows that Cinderella is a good person. Okay, friends, remember, you also completed a Cinderella story map, and you can use what you learned about Cinderella's experiences to help you determine an important message or lesson in the story. Think about this. What happens to Cinderella at the end of the story? Think. Now, share with your learning partner. I'm sure you said it. Cinderella marries the prince and gets to live in a palace. Now, I want you to think about what kind of person Cinderella is and what happens at the end of the story. Do you see a connection? I'll ask again. Think about what kind of person Cinderella is and what happens at the end of the story. Do you see a connection? think, share with your learning partner, or share aloud. So now here's my question. What do you think is the important message of Cinderella? Think, share your ideas with your learning partner, or share aloud. I really wish I could have heard what you shared. Here's one possible important message. Good people will be rewarded. And when I say rewarded, I mean to give something to someone in return for an accomplishment. For example, when in school, you may have been rewarded for good behavior in your classroom and gotten some extra recess. Or at home, you may have been rewarded for doing your chores by getting ice cream. Since Cinderella is a good person and she got what she dreamed about at the end of the story, one message might be that good people will be rewarded. Now, it's okay if you have a different idea of an important message. There can be several important messages in a story. What's important is that there is strong evidence to support the message that you chose.